Hi everybody, just doing something really different here today. I'm just going to make a pumpkin with you here today. This is a bit of a DIY, just something really simple that you could do yourself at home. You could do this with your children when they're at home for school holidays. They're coming up, seeing as autumn is coming in next season we're going to. So what you're going to need, we're going to keep this like super simple. You're going to need some of the stuffing of a cushion. You can get an old cushion or you can buy like these cushions. You can get them, like if you're in Ireland, you can get them in the range, or you can get them in, let me see, what's the name of that other shop? No, I have to think for a second, what's the name of it? Harry Corrie's, you can get them in there as well, very cheap. Okay, what else you're going to need? You're going to need empty toilet roll, whatever you want to call it, okay? You'll need one of these. You'll also need some material. Now, I would advise don't go buying any expensive material, just get an old piece of clothing. I'm going to use today an old jumper is actually what I'm going to use. It's just an old jumper, okay? And then we'll just need a few things to decorate it. Like all you can use are like, you can use buttons, or you could use, I'm going to use as well as buttons now, I'm going to use a cinnamon stick. You can also use maybe like some lace, or I just have these little art and crafts, like little flowers. If you can see those, you can just use some of those as well. What else have I got? I have this actually came off a candle that I bought. It's just a piece of ribbon and it's got autumn leaf there at the bottom of it as well. Right, so let's get started, okay? So basically we're going to take some of the stuffing out of this. So I'm just going to cut it. As I said, you can use, you might have an old cushion you don't use anymore, you don't like it. So all we're looking for is just the inside of it. So we're just going to take some of this out. Okay, I think that might be enough. So we'll start off maybe with that amount. Now, with your material, as I said, we're using an old jumper. You can use anything, an old t-shirt, anything. You don't have to buy expensive material. You could also go to your local charity shop, thrift shop if you're watching from America, and just get yourself an old piece of clothing. They sell them very cheap. So all I'm going to do with this jumper now is I'm just going to cut it, okay? Just cut a piece off here. We'll say, I'm just going to cut basically of the front of it like a square, okay? So just let me get doing this here now. I just find as well, if you buy textured material too, it's a good idea. It just makes the pumpkins, they can look a bit nice too when they're textured. You know, like a knitted jumper and stuff like that. So again, these pumpkins, they are so easy, and you can make them whatever size that you want yourself, whatever suits you. So I'm just going to do this very quickly here for you today. So I'm just cutting a square. Going across here with a really bad scissors, bear with me. And it doesn't have to be all perfect the way you cut it as well, just once it's about kind of like square shape. And now we're getting there, you can see what I have. I'm just going to go down now on the other side. And that's just a squeaky chair I'm on in the background, just to let you know there. Okay, so we're nearly there. Okay. Yeah, but material is gone very expensive, so I would suggest just getting an old piece of clothing or going to your local charity shop, or if you're American, thrift store. Okay, this bit is a bit stubborn here, but we'll get it. We're nearly there. Right, okay, so there's my piece. Okay, it's just kind of like square. As I said, it doesn't have to be cut perfectly. So just put that down for a minute. So basically what you're going to do, here's your square, your piece of material. We're just going to put it down. On a minute now there. I'll just show that there a bit for you more. Right, you're going to need your empty toilet roll holder. So we're going to put that into the middle, okay? We are going to, I'm just looking there, something else I may need. We're going to get our stuffing now, and we're going to put it around your toilet roll holder. So you're just going to put it around. It doesn't have to be perfectly shaped. Just get that round shape basically is what we want, okay? So here we go. So basically now I think that's going to be enough. You just show that there to you. If you can see, your empty toilet roll in the middle, your cushion stuffing going around, circular, and your material, okay? Now, this is pure simple, and it just, you know, you have to play around with it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get the material and we're going to kind of start sticking it into the empty toilet roll holder, whatever you want to call it. So we're just going to go in and do that like so, and in again. And when you're sticking it in, kind of go down a bit with it, don't have it too loose. Now, as I said, you will have to play around with this. I'll just laugh now, this may not work for me as I'm doing this live here, but we'll see. So just move in, you know, manipulate it around as you're going. Can you see all that there? You can. And you can just stick it in again. And just keep moving around with your material. I'm just going to show you there. As you can see, I have it kind of all done here, and I just had this little piece here left to do. So just push in your stuffing, get your material. I'm just pulling it up now, and we're sticking it in here. Remember, your toilet roll is in here, okay? So just make sure that there's no none of this showing, okay? So up we go again, and we're going to stick it in. Whoops. And now you just kind of have to manipulate it a bit just to get the shape, you know, of a pumpkin. Hang on. Just going to show you. So there you kind of have it. I'm just going to show you there. You can just see the hole there where your toilet holder was, and you can just see the bottom. Then it's kind of like a base at the bottom. So as I said now, you know, this is just something fun to do at home. We're not looking for something perfect from the factory line, you know. You want it to be a bit authentic, you know, it's homemade, so it has to be a bit quirky as well. It doesn't have to be perfect. So there you go, okay? So there you have it. Now, next what we're going to need, and I'm just going to have to pop here and get this because I have it plugged in. We're just going to need a glue gun, so just 1 second. Now, okay, have a glue gun. I just hope this is, oh yeah, it is working, thank God. Just a glue gun, just to let anyone know again, these are very inexpensive, they're cheap. You don't have to buy expensive glue guns, they all do the same thing. You can get these on Amazon, you can get these in your local, if here in Ireland, local range shop, you can get them, okay? So next of all, what we're going to do is we just want to put the little stalk in for the pumpkin. Now what I'm using here today is a cinnamon stick, okay? You can get these, again, you could order them on Amazon. You can get them as well in the range, you know, the art and craft section. You can get them there, so cinnamon stick. So all we're going to do is put a bit of glue in here and the centre there where the hole was. So putting a bit of that in with the glue gun. And your cinnamon stick, and we're just going to basically stick it in. I always kind of go just a little bit to an angle, just, you know, because it just doesn't look right. If it's straight up, it doesn't look as pumpkin-y, so we're just going to stick that in. Now, we're just going to show you there. Now, what else are we going to put on it, just to kind of beef it up? As I said, I had these flowers here, arts and crafts, so I think, yeah, I think I'm going to put 2 of those on. I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to make it too fancy now, I'm just going to do a quick here, just to give you an idea. There's your 2 there, okay? So I'm just going to stick these on with the glue gun, real quick and simple. If this is going to, yeah. Okay. So just sticking this one on here. These flowers, you can get these as well, any art and craft section. Again, I'm really advertising for the range today, but yeah, the range, it's very affordable, and they do have a lot of selection and good choice in there. Like some art and craft shops are just very expensive. I think they're just rip off, to be honest. So let's see how she's looking now. So here we have her now. There's your pumpkin. Okay. I'm just thinking, will I add anything else on now, or am I going to OTT? maybe we'll just stick that ribbon I was showing you. It has a little metal leaf. That actually came off a candle that I got last year around autumn. So I just kept it. I just thought it was kind of nice. So we will put that on. Okay. Now, like as I said, these are homemade. They don't have to be perfect. So, you know, don't be beating yourself up that, you know, it has to look absolutely perfect. They don't. And I think they look better when they just look that bit more homemade. They're just a bit more unique and original. So, and as I said, it's something you can do with your kids as well. So, you know, they don't have to be perfect. I'm just doing this very quickly here today now. Okay, so I'm just putting that bow there. So finished product. That's all I'm doing today. As I said, I'm not going to go too crazy, but you can see it there. There's your pumpkin. It has a kind of shabby, chic kind of a look to it, I think. But I think they're lovely. You can use them around your house, you know, when you're decorating for autumn. They're very original. No one else is going to have them. And, you know, you made them yourself as well, which is something to be proud of. And it's great when you get the kids to make them as well. So there you go. That's one. I'm just going to show you a few I made earlier, but that's that one. Now, as I said, they're so simple. You can make them any size you want. I mean, go for it. You want to go bigger, make them bigger. You can make them smaller. You can use all different type of materials. You know, just go for it. As they say, break a leg. Let me see what other ones I have here to show you. Okay, so that's the one we just made, okay? Which I think that turned out fairly good, yeah. I'm happy with that. I like it. It's cute. It's very cheap decor, okay? So there, that's one. We'll just get another one I had made earlier. I'll pop that one over there. This is just another one that I made earlier. As you can see, this is just different material. It's, I suppose, like real sparkly material. So that, I kind of like that as well. It's just kind of got the pearls coming down and you have a pink rose. I also done this one earlier. I'll just show you this one. Again, I got this, and I'm really, as I said, advertising for range today. I got these in range. I just put on fall. That's a bit American now, even though we're Irish. But yeah, fall is real American. But what do we call it here? It's autumn. But yeah, I just put the fall down. And this material here was an old baby's cardigan. And can you just see there, like the knitted? I just thought that was nice. And again, the cinnamon stick, just a bit of lace here, and just one of these little pegs, if you can see them, love heart pegs. So there's another one. That's a smaller one, as I said. Now, I mean, as I said, just move them around, get them to the shape, because sometimes they might lose shape just slightly, but it's very easy, fix them. That's another one. And I do have another one here. Yeah, this is another one. This was kind of like velvet. Now, yeah, as I say, if they lose a bit of shape, just manipulate them around. But this one is just velvet material. What we've got here, just leaf and just some more arts. Just, you know, I just raid the art and craft box basically, and whatever you have, just go for it. I'll just give you another idea there now. 1 second. I just have one more. This is just other materials, kind of the autumny colour. It's orange, just a bit of your twiny rope here, and just a few of those love hearts going down there. That's just another one for you. And yeah, I have another one that I haven't finished. I'll show you that as well, actually. This one, and this was knitted material. It was an old kind of winey coloured jumper. Now, this one isn't finished. I have to put the thingy-bob in it, the cinnamon stick. But you can always also get these on Amazon. They're actually tops for pumpkins. You know, you can stick those in as well. Now, that one is kind of small for that pumpkin, but you can get bigger ones as well, you know, that will come out, just to give you that idea as well. Now, another thing, with your arts and craft box as well, I'm just showing you these little things I have here. They're just like little clocks or watches. Just a very good idea. If a lot of people nowadays, particularly women, and we'll just put that one there, young girls have a lot of costume jewellery, and you know where you get sick of your costume jewellery and you're probably just, I don't know, maybe you're throwing it away, you're giving it away. But a good idea is hang on to it, because if you're doing a lot of art and craft, because it has a lot of stuff on it that you can use. Here's a example here now, a bracelet that had little teapots on it. I don't know if you can see those there. And you can use that, like you could stick those, for example, onto your, you know, pumpkins to decorate. And like jewellery, the costume jewellery has lots of stuff like that. As I said as well, buttons, you know, lace there. You can get lovely lace, very cheap. You can even get, as I say, go to your arts and crafts, your local arts and crafts, and don't have to pay a load of money. And these little, what would you call these? Pegs. Those little pegs, they're kind of cool as well. And just all sorts of stuff. So what would my advice be to you? Hit your charity shops. If you're watching from America, your thrift stores, you'll get all different types of material in there, like old, you know, I'm not saying old clothes, like, but, you know, they always have reduced styles too. They might be selling off, you know, tops for €1 or, you know, knitted fabric. I'm just going to even just bring them back down to show you the different fabrics. Like that's that hairy fabric, but it does, you know, they do make beautiful pumpkins. This is the sparkly one then, which is really nice. This is your knitted. This was actually a baby's, I don't know, was it a baby's cardigan? I did get it in a charity shop. And just to show you the different textures. And then this one is velvet. So I'm just going to put them there. Just show you there a bit. Okay, and then this was, what was this one? This was kind of some type of knitted top as well. So go for different texture material, you know, knitted, sparkly, because it just gives your pumpkins a different kind of a feel. I find myself personally the textured material is nice. But, you know, you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. You don't have to, you know, get caught up and having, you know, buying all this expensive stuff. And particularly if you're making them with your children, it should be cheap and cheerful. So I would advise hitting your charity shops, your thrift stores for your materials. As I said, get your stuffing. You can use old cushions. You probably have old cushions at home. You're going to throw them out, or, you know, if you don't like them, you know, hang on to them for the filling. Or you can go to your, again, as I said, if you're here in Ireland, the Range or Harry Corrie as well, they sell these really cheap. Your stuff to decorate your pumpkins, again, your local charity or shop may have bits and pieces. Actually, they would, when I think about it. They have a lot of jewellery as well, costume jewellery that they be selling very cheap. And you could use that to decorate the pumpkins as well. Or, again, I would advise the Range. They're very cheap and cheerful. You can get lots of stuff in there for arts and crafts. Yeah, this one then and this one, they're not cinnamon sticks. These were actually just little pieces of genuine stick that I got out the back, and I'll just show you that there. I don't know, can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah. So, yeah. So that's just something for people to get busy with if that's your thing, if you like to make things. They're fun. They're great fun to do, I think, with your children during the break there. You'll have the autumn break coming up. If you're into decorating your house and you like to decorate for the seasons, which I do, you can make these yourself. They're unique. Nobody else is going to have them. They're very shabby chic, and I think it's lots of fun. And yeah, I'd highly advise it. It's good fun. So that's it for today. I hope you have fun. I hope you make some. If you do make some and you watch this video, put some pictures into the comments. I'd love to see them. So that's it for today. Like, subscribe and share, and I'll catch you on the next one. I know this was a very different type of video, but it's good to keep it different, keep it interesting, not the same thing all the time. That's me anyway. So yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe and share, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now, and thank you.